Hello to everyone, this is Bharat from TBK Career Point channel. So now we are going to discussing about the concept of loss and loss functions. So we all are aware about what do you mean by the loss. So in the deep learning, loss is nothing but machine learning or deep learning. So loss we have to calculate in the process of training or in the to predict the model performance. So loss generally it is going to be calculating that actual value minus predicted value. So in the forward propagation, so we are familiar the forward propagation and the backward propagation. So we have to calculate the result or outcome will be calculated in the forward pass. Once the outcome is calculated in the forward pass, if it is matching with the targeted value or predicted actual value, then we can stop the training. So otherwise we have to continue the back propagation. So the back propagation we have different type of algorithms, and one of the algorithm gradient descent. Otherwise we can take any type of back propagation algorithm, and we need to refine the weights. We have to update the weights, and we need to update the bias, and we need to change the weights, and we need to do again the forward propagation, and so the training will be continued, and until we satisfied with the uh, lower loss value. So I hope you understand what is called loss. Now in the loss, we have different kinds of loss functions. Majorly and mainly will concentrate on the loss functions in the two directions. One is of in the case of regression. So basically the regression value, it predicts the continuous output values. సో ఆ కేసులో మనం యూజ్ చేసే ఫంక్షన్స్ ఏంటంటే, వన్ ఈజ్ ఎంఎస్సి మీన్ స్క్వేర్డ్ ఎర్రర్, అండ్ సెకండ్ వన్ ఈజ్ మీన్ అబ్సల్యూట్ ఎర్రర్. మీన్ స్క్వేర్ ఎర్రర్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ మెజర్స్ ది యావరేజ్ స్క్వేర్ బిట్వీన్ ది average squared difference between the predicted and actual values. Mean absolute error is computes average absolute difference between predicted and actual values అన్నట్టు. So let us see the formulas. So this is the formula for the calculating the loss in the case of mean squared error regression case. So 1 by n. So here is n is the total number of classes we are taking in the training, and it is 1 by n sigma summation of 1 to n, and yi is the actual value, and yi cap is the predicted value. So we have to calculate the, if the yi is predicted as 1, actual value 1 అయితే 1 minus predicted is 0.5 అయితే then 0.5 whole square. So in that direction we have to calculate the loss. So after calculating this loss, if we are satisfied with that value, then we can stop the training, otherwise we have to continue. అలాగే సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ ఈస్ మీన్ అబ్సల్యూట్ ఎర్రర్. ఇక్కడ ఫార్ములా వచ్చేసి 1 by n సమ్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ i ఈక్వల్ టు 1 to n. ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ అబ్సల్యూట్ మ్యాగ్నిట్యూడ్ ఆఫ్ yi మైనస్ yi క్యాప్. సో అంటే యాక్చువల్ వాల్యూ మైనస్ predicted value. So if it is in the case of, if it is this value is minus, then magnitude like absolute in the కాబట్టి, then it will become positive. So however, these are the two types of functions in the case of regression. So next we will see the classification part. So if the problem statement is related to the classification, so if you want to classify two classes, then generally we will use two type of functions, loss functions. One is binary cross entropy function, and second one is categorical cross entropy. So the values will be between, it is between 0 to 1. So it is used to binary classification problems like two classes. Binary cross entropy compares the predicted probabilities to the actual class output, and which can either 0 or 1. It then calculates the score that penalizes the probabilities based on the distance from the expected value. So log loss value is equal to 1 by n. So this is the actual value, log predicted value plus 1 minus y, and log 1 minus y actual value. So from this function we can calculate the లాస్. సో అదే కనుక ఇన్ ది కేస్ ఆఫ్ categorical మల్టీ క్లాసిఫికేషన్ అయితే విల్ యూజ్ ది categorical క్రాస్ ఎంట్రోపీ. సో దానికి ఫార్ములా ఇదనమాట. సో దీస్ ఆర్ basic and popular loss functions we are using in the process of calculating or finding the loss value. And we'll see the performance of the model, what type of accuracy it is giving, and if it is not meeting the requirement, then we have to perform the back propagation. So I hope you got the point. That's all about the loss and loss functions. So we'll discuss the more about the convolutional neural networks in the future videos. Thank you all. Thank you.